procure a weapon, cut the throat of another guy, and take a hostage. We can't let this guy be mobile. And besides,
What kind of fucking
he has an
crazy guy?
besides, as Azora lines up the nail and wrist, he has an attitude
What?
problem.
Hold on, you've already got him with the veil. Hold on, no, hold on.
Well,
No.
okay, no. As Azora grabbing the nails, and besides, he's got an attitude problem.
Maybe we could just tie him to poles or something?
You know, I'm starting to think that Azora is the one with the attitude problem.
It's less sturdy, more likely he could hypothetically cut out of it. And
you know,
with this guy,
I'll be right
is there
back.
much point to sparing his...
I'll be right back. You keep him there. Like, Aegis is going back to the ship for a smoke to clear his head. This is the first time he's smoking it. No.
So you haven't signed off on the crucifixion. Then.
No, I'm going to get Axe. And probably Lotus. I feel like we need a calmer head. And we need two strong people. Yeah, he just is coming back, he wakes Lotus and Axe hey, prisoner got out, got one of the hostages.
What? Why do you not? What? Why we not hear anything?
I don't know. Look, he's nearly got into the Dream Bit building and he was gonna go on a massacre. Luckily, Azora got our attention.
Oh, that's good.
And we've subdued him?
He's been subdued, but Azora wants to keep him pinned down.
Well, yeah. Usually you do that with prisoners.
She wants to nail him to a board.
That is not expression Axe has heard before.
Look, let's go have a word. I need you. You two are the strongest here anyway, so we're gonna need someone to keep a check on him.
Well, to keep her. What were you going to say about?
To keep a check. No, to keep a check on him. If you are gonna do anything, he's gonna try and wriggle free or move. So I kind of want two strong people.
Azora, but in the meantime, how are Azora and Jailbird holding him? Do you
probably
think?
At gunpoint? I'd imagine.
I've got Jailbird.
She has him at gunpoint, and Azora just has her knee on his back. With, she probably has his hands cross pulled behind him in a sort of reverse armbar thing too. But
gotcha, yeah.
And all this being said, Azora does also, have is bleeding from the knee fairly badly.
Yeah.
And hey, even if Azora crucifies this guy, he has done much worse to her. Let's keep in mind.
I will agree on that thing, but I also don't agree with the principle of he has done. Well, if they start doing that bad, we got to break out crucifixion. Don't want to be a whiny little baby, but
see what you. This comes across as Azora's edgy going too far moment.
Yes.
When this is in fact just a culture clash moment. This is just what you do with prisoners in Grimwood. It's not. This isn't a. It's just.
You're making a very, very good case that some cultures just need to be destroyed.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is Emberwellian, fucking Grimwoodians are just bunch of edgelord.
You played Grimwood, Sweet. I think you already know the answer to that question.
Jailbird just asks him. So where the hell did you get a knife? And to which he just sort of licks his lips and just says, "Stick around and find out."
Oh God, his stand is Metallica or whatever.
Just got knife dick.
So yeah,
he comes knives.
Axe and Lotus show up with Aegis.
Alright, we need to...
he's into BDSM, tying him up was the worst possible thing we could have done. Azora, don't crucify him, he'll have so many knives.
This guy's... Yeah, Aegis, is kind of walking over and just Azora, this guy is way too hot to handle. But I don't think we should crucify him in a company basement. Garage. think that
What,
might
do they have like health codes or something?
I think
that
it might
we could get
reflect
them in trouble.
I think it might reflect badly on us.
Yes, even Axe, who is a savage brute, thinks this is too much.
Wow, Axe leaning into the noble savage stereotype, huh? Interesting. Azora looks up at them, slightly confused, and, does just... I mean...
Besides, if you want revenge, Axe is to grab his axe. He has 2 legs, you only have 1.
Well, okay. I mean, first of all, you two already poo-pooed Azora chopping the limbs off of prisoners. We had to go through that discussion ages ago. If you're willing to reintroduce that to the table, though, we can talk. But no, Azora does just... Look, it's just... Short of chopping off all of his limbs, it's the surest way I really know to lock someone down and make sure they're not moving. I mean, he could lose blood, but still, it usually takes like a couple days at least to kill someone.
Aegis like actually looks at the prisoner and just says to him, "What are your thoughts on how are you feeling about this?" Cause she'll do it. You try and make trouble again, I might okay it. Frankly, no matter how much of a bastard you are, I don't quite feel like going that route.
You draw your people from you draw from some very odd people, don't you?
What?
That's
Azora? No, Azora's pretty normal.
Thank you, Axe. Azora actually says that in character, just looking somewhat miffed during and just Axe. Azora does just, thank you, Axe.
Yes, all she miss is part of brain. It's okay. Axe also missed part of brain. Axe think. Axe never done much thinking. Thinking hurts Axe.
No.
Anyway.
That said, considering the fact that the man who is willing to talk on your behalf is dead, is one willing to talk on your behalf is at his throat. Maybe you might need me around.
Oh no, we're not letting you go anywhere. I'm just asking if you want to make a case not to be crucified. Most people would put forward a pretty strong argument as to why they shouldn't. You don't seem to care either way.
That they do. That's part of the reason we used it. It gave them, time to plead their case and to, make any amends to their god or people, etc.
Look, what we do in the heat...
Dig a nail in me and I might just go ahead and die rather than be of any...
This wouldn't be my first crucifixion, but I've never seen someone die that quickly from one nail.
And we have healing magic. Not that I agree with it, but we could sustain you.
I know how to die. Trust.
What, are you gonna, swallow your own tongue or something? Something.
For the record, I'm pretty sure he's been hinting obnoxiously that there are more knives where this one came from. And I figure his threat there probably has something to do with that.
You can just conjure knives, can you?
I don't think he can do it quite at will, or else he would have, but he made it sound like there were more where this one came from, and it might take time he might be making them somehow. Not sure.
Can I roll discern realities?
Sure.
Take a risk on this. Hey, for once. Well,
Nice.
it sometimes happens. What mistake has my enemy made that I can exploit?
Hells yeah.
Well, he let himself get shot in the leg, and he really... so he really can't just...
He's still mortal. He still takes wounds like anybody else.
Like, nails through the wrist, he can still take those wounds.
Mistake you made, you can exploit. To what end?
Essentially, I just kind of want something to essentially get him to think twice about what he's doing. Essentially, something to maybe shake his confidence a little. Because no matter what's happened, he has been trying to stay on top of this, on top of the situation in some way. Like, he is always trying to reach for leverage. Essentially, what Aegis is looking for is a way to just break his confidence. Which might be tricky, I'm aware, with how he's been fucked with. But, everything he has done has been a bumblefuck so far, yet he is still keeping at it.
So, he mentioned how, his, I'm gonna say, mistake he's made, you could exploit. I'm gonna say the fact that he flat out admitted in his dialogue, in his just
He
attempts
admitted
to,
that we
banter
need
with you.
him.
In his banter with you, not only did he admit that you need him, he admitted to murdering the scientists to keep him from talking. And
that's true. Yeah, so he does have something to lose.
He admitted to murdering the scientist to keep him from talking, just straight up killing. And he admitted to, and he also implied that he would have been willing to just kill random Dreambit employees to get out of the building. It's clear that there is a person in the city that he's afraid of. And you have access to the board tomorrow. The board of directors. You have the board tomorrow.
Alright, yeah. Aegis kind of thinks for a second, and then he kind of kneels down in front of him and just says, okay, look. You killed someone because he's gonna talk. Now you're saying we need you around as if you are gonna talk. And do you know what we're doing tomorrow? That lab you failed to keep us out of, that is all the rope we need to hang you with. You just gotta talk your way off the gallows.
We're gonna hang
all
him
the
now?
nails we need to crucify him with.
Wait. First we're not gonna put him on lump. First we're not gonna crucify him, but now we hang him? What, Aegis?
Alex,
How is hanging him?
Axe, calm down a second. I don't know what it is in this city I don't know who it is in this city that's got you so worried, but just know tomorrow that everything that person did, I'm assuming that person, that's going to be made a lot more public. With or without you. Now, you can be useful to whoever your new allies are going to be, or you can stick with your sinking ship.
Where exactly? Hold on. You took stuff from the lab. Where are you bringing it?
We're meeting with the board tomorrow. Top 10 companies in the city.
You're lying. You don't have. No one go. You from
Aegis,
out of town.
Aegis reaches into his back pocket. Aegis reaches into his back pocket and pulls out the communications he's having with Hendrix and just kind of holds that up in front of his face. We're talking with some big people in the city.
You're going to meet with Harapool.
That we are. Is he the one who worries you? Or is it someone else?
He worries the people who worry me.
Well, Maybe you should focus on getting in his good graces. Might be your one chance to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, he just like gritting his teeth, just hangs his head and just says, "Fuck it, take me in."
No more killing people on the ship.
I don't. No.
Right, good. Hate to put it this way, but you're lucky you killed who you did. Because if you harmed one of my people, I'd crucify you myself. Right, yeah, get him in.
Nice.
Should we still, like, tie him to the wooden beam or something? I mean, we just got it out. It would be a shame not to...
We're tying him up way harder, and we're not tying his hands together. We're, like, tying each hand to something different and each leg to something different, and...
Like to wooden beams, for instance.
Sure, yes, you're very attached now to Azora's, like, been in the background of this scene, just, like, nailing the
So,
two
no, we're not tying him to a crucifix. We're tying him to, like, a wooden wheel. So I'm gonna roll him.
It would make for much more... Like,
we're just gonna push him into the board meeting like the Vitruvian Man.
And it's like, no, because that's a great idea. Because do you have any idea how hard it is to drag someone around who's crucified to, like, a post or, God forbid, a cross? Like, Azora's done it. It sucks. You need, like, 4 to 6 dudes.
Well, they're supposed to walk themselves.
No, but this is once they're on it. Like, if you need to relocate a prisoner who's been crucified.
How embarrassing is that? You get someone to walk somewhere to carrying their cross to there. And then you're like, actually, we needed you over there. Fuck. God. Imagine they pick your crucifix. I'm like, yeah, bad location.
What if you were allowed to pick where you were crucified? Just wherever. If you can drag your cross there, that's where we'll crucify you. Like, that's your, like, you know, wherever you stop.
Put me in the pub.
Yeah, as
you're gonna do that to all the other pub patrons?
Yeah.
So yeah, as you're bringing him back to the nowhere, the hostage he had, Lynch, the suit, like recoils in fear, like as he sees him, even as he's, you know.
I think we should tie him to the outside of nowhere rather than in here with the.
Or move Lynch somewhere else.
And also, yeah, you see like Skinner, like again, still gagged, just like wide-eyed, shaking.
All right.
It's a shame we don't have anyone to eat that body now. It's just gonna go to waste.
Lynch, Skinner, get... Axe, could you move our 2 guests somewhere else?
Sure thing. Where you want them to go?
Somewhere else where they can't escape, but not with this guy.
So which room are we in right now? We're in the common room, right?
Yeah,
we're in
storage. We're in storage, but there's really nowhere else on the ship. Thinking about it, where we tie him up in the bathroom. There's no, God no.
Bathroom it is.
You can have them, like, you know, tie them to something on the roof.
Oh, access idea. Hey Neo, quick question. There's railing up on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Good. Axe has got to take them. He's got to take some rope and he's got to dangle them off the railing.
Okay.
You know, that is really cruel in its own way, right?
Yeah. Especially this Skinner, who's been nothing but cooperative.
Okay.
Maybe just have him sit up.
Skinner's already gotten plenty of good treatment.
And you gagged him, which is the reason this happened.
No. No, the reason why this happened was because that guy had a knife.
You know, Azora does say, as we're securing him and moving the other prisoners, you know, just because Axe was saying hanging the thing, and it was the whole Axe, or Aga said, you know, enough rope to hang you, and Axe are confused. Azora brings up, you know, hangings were outlawed in my country over 500 years ago, actually.
Huh. And yet and yet you let people hang from fucking
So
crosses.
why was it banned?
Because anyone with a rope could hang someone fairly easily or hang themselves, and it was essentially a way for the government to reinforce, that it was the king's right and the king's lord's rights to determine who would be put to death, and, a lynch mob was further illegitimized, and yeah, basically that.
Right.
Actually.
So they just figured people wouldn't go to the effort of crucifying others.
Well, it takes a lot more time and, effort. It's slow, not like hanging. That was another thing. The reason, at least the reason I was told crucifixion was the preferred form of execution, was it gave someone time to repent and acquit. Not stop their death, but they could die on better terms, essentially.
I don't know what my country did.
Actually,
Can't imagine.
Axe realized something. No, wait. Putting him on roof, it's easier to escape.
Axe is just going around the ship trying to figure out where to stow them while Azora and Aegis are having this conversation.
Aegis actually just calls out, put them in the engine room. It's not running, they won't burn.
True. Axe was thinking of taking cupboard. We have a cupboard, right?
The engine's in a really small area, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the battery.
Damn it.
Actually, Axe's idea. He knocks on Reyna's door. Reyna!
Oh no.
There is no answer.
Oh no, did he get Reyna as well? Somehow.
Axe knocks again.
Oh god.
Reyna?
Reyna, no!
Yeah, you just eventually hear, right? Go to sleep.
Sorry, need to store prisoners.
No.
But no other place.
Store them in the kitchen.
Fucking library.
I thought she lived in the kitchen. God, we need we need
I thought Mom lived in the kitchen. I thought that was her favorite room.
This is just like
we need a fucking.
What do you mean teachers don't live at school?
We need a floor plan. We need a fucking floor plan.
Alright, yeah, Aegis does call. Yeah, actually, the library. I forgot we had that.
Oh yeah.
The vehicle is just a fucking like Rorschach test.
Yeah, Axios goes to the library. Huh, we've not been here for a while. Okay, you two. What's in the library, by the way? Besides books.
Shelves for the books.
Shelves for the books, yeah, and a rug.
Axios realized, wait, Axe can sleep in here!
No, it's a little too small for you.
Damn.
It's just like a small little room for meditating.
But this is well, fine. But none of you not get to read.
It's where Nostria hides when she needs to not be
when she just wants to not be involved.
Yeah, I think it's mostly like Azora, Nostria, and Lotus who have used this room. But
actually, Axios tosses them to the side. Like he tosses first the knife guy, then he throws Skinner on top of him.
Knife guy.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't a knife guy.
No,
Oops, my bad.
no, Lynch and Skinner, those two.
Two
suits. Knife guy, who we haven't worked out the name of yet. Like, we're throwing him where we were keeping those two into the storage.
Oh, okay, we're not. Okay, that makes sense. Now he just throws. He throws Skinner on top of the other.
You finally ungag Skinner.
Yes.
Azora is going to. I'm just putting an end to this. Azora just, as he's being taken path, Azora just rolls her eyes and reaches over and, pulls the gag out of Skinner's
doesn't
mouth.
care about it. After he tossed him, Axios goes up to the, books and he looks at one. What this one say?
The Skinner's like, how is fucking terrifying? I tried. I screamed, but something in the way.
Shut up, Axe trying to read.
I had to watch him.
Mary had.
He was gagging, and then he just like a knife came out of his mouth. He vomited it up, and then he just ripped that kid's throat out.
Well, that explains where he got it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should gag him.
You know, it's an idea.
Reina, do you have any BDSM gear? Do you have any ball gags?
What's BDSM?
I feel like that's something she would have got for Nostria as a gift.
Wow.
Wait, what? What the fuck is going on behind the scenes here?
Reina fucking was the one who pushed Nostria to that one guy and fucking magic the whole building.
That doesn't mean she will start giving him BDSM gear.
Reina is a dangerous influence. She's a corrupting influence.
I don't think he was at the start. I feel you spiraled out of control here.
I'm spiraled out of control.
You did say you were going to crucify someone earlier this session.
That's just how things are done in Grimwood.
If you think about it, crucifixes is pretty BDSM, as it goes. The safe word is Jesus.
Anywho, you stay in here and you shut up or Axe will... I don't know. Axe don't like you.
You shut up or Axe won't like you anymore.
Yeah, Axe just closes the door on him.
So Azora does, I should probably get this looked at though. I imagine she has been using other people for support in this time, considering the stabbed, her peg leg also now has a fucking knife gouge in its knee.
So yeah, I imagine Aegis and Lotus have tied up Knife Guy, basically hands separated, legs separated. And yeah, they're just now Aegis from there essentially, he goes and he grabs a chair and he just puts it in the storage room and he's like, I'm sitting with this guy until morning.
Right.
You want to take shifts?
Yeah, we can take shifts on him. We shouldn't go asleep around him.
Yeah.
Not until we work out where the knife came from.
I do need a bandage or something though for this.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go okay. Yeah. I guess we'll sort that out. We could.
I don't know who we I don't know. Nostria maybe could we
Yeah, we could wake
her up or.
Hey, we got stabbed again.
Yeah. No, just, hey, Nostria, sweetie, sorry to wake you, but got stabbed through the knee a little bit. Don't worry about it. The situation's fine now. Everything's under control, but,
Is that the thing? Are you doing that?
I mean, basically, yeah. Not quite as,
How does this keep happening?
If I knew, I'd stop it, but, it is bleeding quite a bit.
My gosh.
Sorry to wake you.
Yeah. In that case, we'll just go ahead and... Yeah. Yeah, she's just... and just yeah, no, your wound, it just closes up.
Nice.
Heal 6.
Thank you. Yeah, and Azora thanks her. I'll try and keep that from happening again as best as I can.
Yeah, hopefully. Is it really resolved? Are we no more danger?
well, this situation, yeah. Who knows what will happen tomorrow, but
Okay.
this guy seems well taken care of now.
Okay. All right.
All right. Good night.
Sleep tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you all take turns just in shifts watching
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He doesn't pull anything. He's just like sitting there, just sort of doom and gloom, just sort of contemplation.
You know, Azora will actually make a bit of small talk with him while she's guarding him. I have some questions I'd like to ask.
Oh my.
I don't know if he'll answer, but Azora does ask, are you from around here? Hemlock, I mean.
Not originally.
Where are you from?
Country out north.
It's called the Far South.
Yeah, and Azora just... I'm far south of here, originally. What brought you to this land? I am curious.
Nothing to do in the old country.
I envy that. That's part of why I came here. Felt like wasn't as much going on here, and doing something actually made a difference compared to where I was, where it's just a drop in an ocean. I don't think you would have made it in my country.
Damn.
That's so.
Don't consider it a bad thing. It's a compliment, really.
Nice to hear you have a high opinion of me.
You could be a lot worse. You remind me of someone, actually. But
That's
it's
so.
the fact that you're really, in the end, weren't as bad. Which, I mean, I'm thankful for.
Comforting thought.
Yeah, you could have been a lot worse. And yeah, that's basically all Azora has to say to him.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, yeah, the night passes. Yeah, you gotta. I'm retconning something a little bit. I was misspoke when I said. I think I said last time that Hendrix was gonna take you somewhere. No, you gotta go to Harpool to meet up with Calderon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the goal. You gotta.
And-
That's your.
And we know the way to Harpool Industries. You mean Harpool Industries, right?
Harpool Industries. Yeah.
Yeah, not the man himself. That would be yeah.
Yeah. You gotta go to Harpool Industries. Yeah.
All right.
It
So
wouldn't,
we,
yeah, it wouldn't be with Hendrix because Dreambit's not on the board.
that's going to be tricky in its own right, just because of moving across town, but we can probably do it. So we're going to drive the nowhere to, like, Harpool Industries, see if they've got a garage we can use.
Yeah.
Yep.
A garage.
Garage.
You know what? When we leave,
Uh-huh.
Azora is going to make a request that we stop along the way. We have money, right? I don't think I'm like carrying any on me. I don't know how much we have. Oh, I have 16 coin on me. Yeah.
Let me have a look at the nowhere and see how much money we had in reserve. 232 coin.
Okay.
And Aegis has 64 on him.
Oh, we recovered from when the ferrets.
Well, here's the thing that you say about recovering is if the ferrets hadn't happened, we would have more money now.
Yeah, but it's not Axe's fault.
It is. Actually, I don't remember the scenario well enough to know whose fault it is.
It was.
Oh.
Azora does make a request that just on the way there we stop at like I don't know, some sort of like clothing place or something. Just Azora's like, everything got pretty shredded and she just wants to at least get like, a new coat or jacket or something.
All right. Yeah, we will do
not
that.
just be in like tatters.
Yeah.
But yeah, since actually getting something, Azora actually gets a nice sort of like almost like a uniform jacket, something, a fairly long coat with like, in the usual dark blue she does. Maybe enough that she can put some, like metal, like pauldron type things on to make it a bit more armored and military chic, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, just get something to like have a bit more layers on, since all her other clothes got like pretty badly damaged.
Okie dokie. Spend let's say 15 coin.
Okay. I don't even have to dip into the reserves. I got a coin. You know what? I used my last coin as a tip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Now Azora just needs like a hat and she'll just be full pirate. Got the peg leg, the eye patch. A nice, coat. Oh, I guess she could get like a hook hand too.
Alright. So. Yeah, you make your way, Harpool into Harpool Tower. It does have a, base to, park vehicles. Yeah. Yours is on the...
We just like plow over several
yours is on the
executives'
larger
cars.
side. Yours is on the larger side. So, but there is a space for that, thankfully. No
We
one's
don't just have to
occupying it.
drive over and crush other people's cars.
No. Yeah. So who's going in with you? Who's?
So
How are you bringing? Who are you bringing? What are you bringing?
I figure, well, gotta bring Azora and Axe. We're bringing in. Do we bring in Lynch and Skinner or do we leave them?
I think we do. Well, maybe not. No, we should probably bring Skinner.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he
Remember,
was.
you
useful.
told Skinner and Lynch that like once this was done, like they'd be able to skip town. Like.
Yeah, that's true. We're obviously bringing Knife Guy, all bound up. The documents, probably scraps of the, not the full thing, but scraps of the blade suit. And Aegis is bringing that armor.
Oh, did you recover scraps?
I imagine that we grabbed, like, if it broke into pieces,
at
least a few pieces of it should have been grabbed, just to...
No, that was specifically the thing. Azora had us grab... That was one thing to grab both, the scraps of the various armor scraps from the scene.
Gotcha.
I remember specifically bringing that up.
Probably bring Nastria. I'm not sure who else to bring from amongst like the no ones themselves. Maybe Jailbird. I'm just trying to think who would like be able to put the most helpful cases forward.
I feel like Reyna is the most like on their wavelength.
Bring a celebrity cook to this business meeting.
Yeah, but Reyna wasn't actually witness to much of that.
No, fair. But she's,
Corum did get covered in blood.
That's
there you go. True.
All right, bring Corum Nostria.
Jailbird did get like
she got super fucked
and shot and Corum
she's
was covered in
gotta
someone
look
else's
pretty.
blood.
Yeah, okay, so Nostria, Corum, Jailbird.
Gotcha.
That's between us. So a pretty big part of your people are rolling into the board meeting today.
Yeah. So 7 people altogether.
Question: are you sure you want Axe?
Oh no, you are bringing Skinner.
We do want Axe brought in there because you are pretty integral to why any of this is happening.
This is true. This is very true.
We're here to hunt Gamble, and you are one of Gamble's
Actually, no. You wouldn't bring Skinner and Lynch, right? Because the whole thing is like they want to avoid Harpool and the other higher ups so that they can
alright. So they
skip
can
town.
Yeah, okay.
It's just that you gotta decide when it's okay for them to skip town.
That's true. Alright, yeah, they get to stay out.
Before we do that, can we take a 5 minute? I need to just go and get some things done. Real quick.
Sure thing.
Alright, 5-minute break.
5-minute break.
Just
Here we
keep
are.
dying.
All right,
Snake.
so yeah, you're going with Jailbird, Nostria, and Corum into Harpool Industries. You gotta find Calderon. You also have Blade Guy with you.
I'm gonna say again, I do feel bad for the one person who's like watching these to go to sleep, and then every recording is that.
He's not at this session.
It's gonna be a few years before they get here.
Still in A, B, C, D, E.
Someone in your server was watching fucking Ithaca. Like, they just saw the Theophrastus Party 1 dies session.
Yeah, Burns' big play. Anyway, yeah, let's get into this board meeting.
Yep.
They're gonna be seeing this in like 2030.
So yeah, you gotta get to Calderon. This is Harpool Industries in the morning. It's got the hustle and bustle, people getting into work. You got clerks, secretaries.
And we walk in with a guy who's like bound, and we're
yeah,
all covered
people
in blood.
people are like looking at you oddly.
Oh, they're not.
Aegis, still a bit bloody. No one looking as rough as Azora.
So wait, they only care about the bound guy, not the big giant, eh? Yeah, that's
seen
like
you before.
That's like that's passe.
Hey, we're here to speak. We're here to talk to Calderon.
Axis here to kill.
Angela. Someone just calls out, and you recognize his secretary from before. Yeah, short blonde woman. Has her attention taken and looks at your group, just sort of coughs into her hand. It's like, hello, you're here to see Mr. Calderon?
Yes, he should be expecting us.
I believe so. Yes. Hold on. He mentioned he was last night. He was somewhat hard to understand, but yeah, she's flipping through some notes she had taken. All right. Yes. You're to accompany him to his board meeting.
Yes.
You're to accompany him to meet Mr. Harpool. They must be important. So yes, follow me.
Can I just flash back for a small detail, which was just that the body of the guy he killed, we have basically covered that as best we can. Put the body in cloth and kind of bound it up. And we'll figure out what to do with that later on.
Right.
Because that is a
We
corpse.
could take it. I think we should take it with us to the meeting.
Really? You think we should do the corpse that this guy killed?
Yeah. Show what he's capable of. Show what he did to cover up the thing.
I do actually kind of agree. We'll have that bagged up though.
Yeah.
That will be
we just have we're wheeling something under a sheet and no one knows what it is. And the reveal is
Axe just has a big knapsack.
We're just gonna dump out the knapsack onto the board table, like the body with its masticated throat just
now.
Flies
This guy
out.
was meant to testify today, but because of someone,
because of what you did.
Okay, right, all right. So follow me. Make way. Got a big group coming through. All right, and here we are. She makes room for you to get onto the largest elevation platform with her.
Mm-hmm.
And as it just sort of shoots on up, she looks again, just gives you all lookovers, sees the condition you're in, and just says, do you intend to head to Mr. Calderon's board meeting with him looking like that?
Yes.
Yeah, Aegis just kind of tiredly turns his gaze towards her and then just, yeah, I think we will.
And
I bought
yeah,
a nice
she looks,
jacket.
yeah,
for
she looks
this.
at the bound blade guy and just closes her eyes. Not gonna ask about it.
Oh, you don't want to
Uh,
know about him,
as
or else you
are-
will be very upset that we made you be in the same room with him.
Of course.
And then you arrive at the floor, and she, takes you to Calderon's, living space / office, where she says, "Okay, he is taking his morning shower. Again, I will go fetch him.
People
Feel free
shower in the
to
morning?
sit down, or just stand. Just stay calm."
No. Axe will sit, and Axe sits down in one of the chairs that totally can't hold him.
I'm gonna make problems on purpose. God.
Eh.
Axe.
So yeah, you just hear her,
It's
make her
your
way
own damn fault.
through the bathroom, and just sort of a distant, like, "Mr. Calderon, you have your people who the people you need to accompany you to Mr. Harapool. They're here. They're waiting for you. You really need to. Yes, I know. We've been over this, Mr. Calderon. You do need to. Please
Oh.
just use a towel. I,
Oh no.
I'll listen. You know what, Mr. Calderon? Allow me. I'll just scrub. I'll scrub it. Okay, just.
Oh
All right.
no!
Yeah.
What's
and you
taking
just,
him so
and
long?
then there's just like a lot of you just muffled shouting from him again.
Axios goes wondering, what's taking him so long?
Oh, Axe, no!
What? Axe hasn't lifted his butt from the chair yet, but he's thinking of doing it just to see what
Don't.
he's taking.
Zora can tell what you were thinking, and don't.
Aegis just mutters, "Wow, business people are really specialized."
Well, yes, everyone.
How come we don't have anyone at the nowhere? We don't have assistants like this in the no ones.
Right, and
Soldiers
after
are
a few
expected
minutes-
to do so much.
Yeah, after a few minutes, Angela, walks out of the bathroom, just gives you a wave, just says, "Excuse me a bit," and heads into another room, and then she comes out, with just folded, suit, pants, tie, and all that, and she's just bringing it to him.
Axe wondered what she was doing.
And then after another few minutes, hear a little more like grumbling and swearing. He walks out with bags under his eyes, dressed up in proper business suit, red tie. Angela right behind him, and he just rubs his eyes and just looks at you and just says, "Wow, there are more of you than I expected."
Hello.
Well, we brought along a witness and a former witness.
A what?
You'll understand. It will make sense in a bit.
Not to mention the events of yesterday. They were kind of grim, so I'm just bringing as much of my posse as I can.
All right. Well, why is he bound up?
Because he's a murderer.
You want him to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Wow. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. I think I've seen him before, but I can't place my... You know what? Whatever. Let's just go see Salzin.
Axe don't think he understands.
It's fine. Hopefully Salzin will understand.
Angela, do my paperwork today. I got waves to make.
Whoa. Why you not do your own work?
Axe,
No. But
He's helping.
it's your work.
He's helping us today.
But it's his work. He should do it.
Yes, Mr. Calderon. And yeah, she just bows as he leads you out of the office in the room.
Axe just goes, bah, turns around, a barrel and a dog. Bah, Emberwell.
Aegis just like, as we're walking, just kind of like says to him, so, what's the problem with scrubbing exactly?
Oh, I don't like reaching my arm back.
You people really lead a comforted life, don't you?
Well, when I work to get to this position. I've worked most of my life. If I don't want to scrub my back, I don't gotta.
Axe looks
I've
at
earned
him.
it.
Axe looks at him and says, "No, you haven't."
So were you just standing around waiting for her to get there?
No. Robot was on the fritz.
Oh, what?
Robot. What?
I had robot. I had a thing installed that did it for me, but something happened to it. We don't gotta get into that.
No,
Let's,
we don't.
So
we
is she
don't-
like your slave, or
No, she's my secretary.
What
is that
secretary?
a type of slave?
No,
Sounds like slave.
They're paid.
What?
slavery's illegal.
I was paid.
Wait, is Axe paid? Oh yeah, Axe is.
We don't really have it. Well,
Right.
in a manner of speaking, he's autonomous.
We're
in his
paid in
pay,
shares.
which, by the way, still majority stakeholder.
What?
I have 51%.
No, like
I
shares
have-
of booty,
Oh,
stakes
okay.
and booty. That's what I. Yes.
Right,
thank
okay.
you.
I don't have to bring up the fact that I have
misspoke.
51% of the company.
And yeah, we're just you just get in and yeah, it's just the platform is just moving up and up and up and up.
Axe doesn't like this, for record. Let the record show that Axe does not like it.
Feels it in his stomach. By the way, look at this image. I'm sorry, but I got reminded of it. It's got a message.
Good.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
it's a good image.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it comes like to like near the top of the tower. It's like a whole floor office where Calderon walks in and says, "Sal's in. We got some. We got a new agenda for the meeting today. I hit you up about it." And that's when.
Why he hit his worker?
And yeah, that's when you're just out of like an office door, walks out, guy in his middle-aged, wearing a business suit, Sal's horrible. It says,
What a horrible life.
come out to say, Calderon, what the hell you brought? Thought you said you were gonna bring. I said you're gonna bring something interesting. You brought. Actually, I guess this is interesting. How did you get that big?
How do you get that big? You gotta be asking Nemo, Ridgeco,
Oh.
Gamble.
Oh, well. Yes, those things. Axe was always big, Axe think.
Salzin, these fine out-of-towners, they've uncovered a bit of a mystery in our fair city. Turns out, those Nemo fucks, they are embroiled in a fucking dark firm. Not only a dark firm, like a war crime committing dark firm. And Horrorpool just scratches his head like, hold on. What? How long have they been here?
Few days.
Yeah.
Look, do you want me to run you through what my company has been doing for the last little while?
You've got a company?
Of mercenaries.
Oh, that kind. Right, yeah.
Why
I
aren't
mean,
you
we're
showing
still
it?
like a business.
Yeah, I have
Think
shares.
Well, if Calderon... Alright. Calderon, trust you. Go ahead. Run me through it. I'll take you at your word, I guess.
Alright, so, and then we flash back and we begin down south. We begin in Custer with, what was the name of that detective?
Inspector Keys.
Inspector Keys, and how basically a bunch of them have been tripping over themselves trying to get to this guy from Tarrant called Gamble, but Gamble was working with people from Ridgeco, and Ridgeco is a subsidiary of, well, not a subsidiary, it's a dark firm that's working with Nemo, and I do soften some details about our last few days in the city, but when I get to yesterday, I do basically run through that they did not want people getting into this lab. They were turning it upside down to clear things out while we were fighting our way through it. It was a slaughter.
Azora got set on fire and
got
knocked
ping-ponged
between several buildings. Ran over. You saw that big tank thing we pulled up in? She got ran over by
You mean
that.
You mean the construction work?
It wasn't construction work. They just made that part of the city lawless so that they could kill us there without anyone asking questions.
Jesus. Wow.
So, knowing this place, Axe is confused why they did it.
Those
They
motherfuckers.
They chopped off my leg and then
Yeah.
stabbed me in the knee.
Oh, actually, yes.
All this. Oh, I covered in burnt. Oh yeah, I said I was set on fire.
Oh yeah, by the way, as you say, like, yeah, look, Axe grabs the source legs and pull up her leg.
Ah!
Now, look, and, well, back before all that, we have Axe here. Axe is one of Gamble's creations, part man, part giant.
Hello.
He's been doing this for a while.
Axe is in constant pain.
And while I don't have, while we
Hey,
don't
same
have,
buddy.
unfortunately, we don't have him here. But he was also pulling some strings down in a village near Deep and had a bunch of shark people down in Deadwater.
Oh yeah, what happened to those?
We left them to guard the town on the edge of Deep.
Oh yeah.
So you can go and if you need.
They were also testing experimental Nemo weapons on civilians outside of Regent Springs. But,
You mean to tell me the number 2 fucking company in the city has been aiding and abetting a fucking human rights nightmare?
Yes.
Aegis reaches into his pocket and pulls out several folders that he gathered yesterday and kind of slides them across the desk to Harapul.
Jesus.
they've been doing a lot of,
Miller. Christ, that's high up.
Yeah.
Yes, and Axe is gonna destroy the whole company. He cracks knuckles.
And they've been killing a lot of people to not have this stuff spread.
Oh, you're not destroying the company, no.
Oh,
That's a job that I'm suited for.
That's a job for
you.
corporate liquidators.
We wanna now today. Obviously, I wouldn't mind striking a blow at Nemo, but our job is to find Gamble. So
yes.
We're just in season 3 of Fargo, Nemo.
We can compare. So, hold on. They've got. So he points at a Blade guy and says, "And that's one of the people who was attacking you."
he's an assassin. I don't know quite if he actually works for the company or if he's been hired on, but based on the way he's talking and the way he's mentioned that they have some control over him.
He's been awfully quiet. When you talk, he
Actually,
says, you just looking at the guy, who just sort of coughs and shudders and just says, "To the best of my ability."
The way he described you yesterday was that, well, the people he's scared of are scared of you.
Oh, Well, that's good to know.
Is
You
this
said-
where we get, like, betrayed and it turns out Harpool was, like, the evil mastermind the whole
Yeah,
time?
he's actually Gamble. He just opens a locker and there's like 5 axes in there. And the room is a complete fucking mess because they're all just breaking everything.
Hello, I'm Axe.
Oh,
I'm Axe.
he experimented on all the other CEOs!
Oh no.
Oh my god, what if Axe's backstory was a lie? He was a CEO all along.
Oh, he was given false memories of an idyllic life. This is some, like, Brazil shit.